here today to share how a drunk driver and someone that was on drugs changed our life in a matter of seconds.
We were driving down Route 20, and all of a sudden it was torrential downpours, and we seen a truck coming right at us when we were coming around a corner. And my husband's hands went up, my hands went out, and crash. In that moment, my husband, Michael Broder, was killed on instant.
There was no chance to do anything. I still can remember that crumble of the vehicle.
My son Kyle was put into a coma for a full year. He had 5 cranial bleeds, 2 strokes, and severe stomach damage.
I had no idea who was dead or alive. I didn't even know if I had a family left.
My arm is all hardware and screws, and my neck and my back and my legs got all messed up.
It was so scary. My stomach was just turning. I'm yelling for my husband, yelling for Kyle, yelling for my daughters. No answer.
My 2 daughters, they were 3 and 5. They were severely injured. One had to be in a body cast for 2 months, and the other one could no longer speak, and she had more stomach upset and anxiety.
I say, I'm coming, I'm trying to get out. I couldn't move. I was trapped in the car. How's your sister? Then Katie started to cry out. I knew they were alive, but I had no idea of their injuries.
Aftermath of a crash like this it's just never ending. You never can truly move on with your life. You try the best that you can, but it's hard because Kyle is so complicated. He's in hospitals all the time. He's had 32 surgeries. It's just never ending.
It was so much to take in. Looking at him when he was this happy little boy, 10 years old. Imagine if this was you. All you wanted to do was go home and try on those rollerblades. And now you're fighting for your life.
It's just a life that is so different, but you gotta, like me, my son is my world. So I will sacrifice anything for him or for my daughters also.
And Katie, the 3-year-old, in such severe spasms. She wanted me to hold her so bad, but I couldn't. She was in a crib. All I could do was hold her little finger through the crib.
It's a very hard life. It's so life-changing. I can't even tell you. And to be able to move on with your life is hard.
Kyle had to wear a body cast from his chest to his feet, and he was in there for 3 months.
I wrote A Mother's Journey Through Faith, Hope, and Courage because so many people asked me to write it. They wanted to know, how do you survive a crash like this? How do you cope and mend and heal and move on? So that's what made me write that book, and it took me a few years. I would keep putting it down because I couldn't get past the crash. And then finally, when I was at CVS one day and I had some people asking me for it, I said, Lisa, you've got to do this. You need to do it. So I started right at the crash. I did it, and then I just continued it for the 5.5 months, and I got it done.
So Kyle, for many years, up until the age of 22, so for 12 years, that's all Kyle used was this for communicating.
Now, Kyle's book, his book is very different from my book. My book is from a mom's view, what a mom goes through in handling a crash like this. Kyle's is what he went through, his thoughts and his feelings, and how does he survive? How does he have to think to survive?
So you wouldn't want to be in this never again?
Absolutely.
I wouldn't either. Thank you for volunteering.
Make good choices and decisions, but not only for today, with drugs and alcohol and whatever they survive through life, it's through anything that they go through life, because their choices matter, their decisions matter, what direction their life is going to bring them.
And when you're in a crash like this, not everyone dies. Look at Kyle. Just because of someone's wrong choices and decisions, changed his life, my life, my husband's life, everyone's life.
One thing, you cannot give up on hope. You have to go and do what makes you happy. You got to just do it. You got to take that step forward, open that door, and you just got to try it. And don't let the bad things stop you. You got to keep ambitious. You got to just keep going.